everyone. Well, I am starting on a new journal, but before we do that, I want to show you some things I've been making. Ooh, let me see. First, I need to get one out. See, I always think I'm all ready, and then I'm like, no, not quite. Not quite ready. I want to remind you about these that I'm making these from. They're the paint chip things, these things that I got from wherever, Home Depot or Lowe's. So there's this 3-page kind of folder thing that are really super fun to work with. So I've been making some, I don't know what to call these, folders. I'm gonna scoot you in a little bit maybe for this so you can see it better, maybe. So yeah, anyway, they're these, maybe somebody would call them a portfolio, I'm not sure. But here's the front of one. None of these are complete because it's just so much fun to work on them. I keep going. Now these lovely papers in this one are from Antique Papery. Just the most gorgeous papers ever. So pretty. I have some vintage stamps here and a little washi tape. And I may not put anything else. I don't know. So you'd open it, and then I have, I don't know, this was just something I had, and these are flowers from, I'm not sure. I'm not even gonna say. It could be Tina. It also could be someone else. I would have to look. And some little numbers. And on these, I have used Tina's tickets. I've used Tracy Fox's things. I've used, I don't know, there's all kinds of people's stuff I've used in here. We'll just suffice it to say. Again, this beautiful paper. This tag I made on, I got one of these, you know, these papers in the mail you get. They're like, I don't know how big they are, 11 by 6 maybe. And they're the perfect size. There's these advertisements, and they're the perfect size for journal cards. And so I made one out of this. It's just like, let me see what it is. It's about 3 by, this one's a little smaller, 5 1/4-ish is what this one is. And I just put coffee dyed paper on the back and this beautiful paper on the front. So that's tucked in there. This is avocado dyed paper digis. Again, I need to remind myself where those are from. I should make a list, I guess. That'd be wise. This is just some scrap paper that I had, and I've seen several videos of folks using up scrap paper that is pretty. I mean, I loved this. It's really pretty, but it's something that I probably would never really use in a journal. But the journal I'm doing coming up next is a gardening journal for custom orders. So I made some tags out of these. This is kind of the paper, and then I took the tags and I just, you know, again, numbers and tickets and all that stuff. I scrunched up some sari silk on the top. I cut some sari silk down and just made little things. I thought that was a nice interest. They don't come off or anything. They're just loose on top of those tags. And again, I didn't even put anything on the back of this. I just zhuzhed it up with some dye. So I thought that's really pretty. This page I have not brought myself to cover up at all. It's another Antique Papery digi, and I just love the color in these. They're so gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Just beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to just put a flip on there because I don't know. And in here, again, both of these papers are from Antique Papery. This one is the same, it's on the same line as this one with the butterfly. And then on the back, I just made a pocket, again with some of those flowers. I'm gonna have to remind myself. This was just a scrap piece of paper. And then I made this journaling card, a little washi, a little sari silk. This is from an antique, I don't know if it's antique, it's certainly vintage. This is all the real color of this paper. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's an almanac, and it has all kinds of things in it. and then coffee stain on the back. So I just collaged. I was really into collaging with, actually, I'll be honest, I was being lazy and I was crafting on my couch. And these things were the easiest things to have on the couch with me to craft with. I just have cleaned that all up, my coffee table and my couch side table. And yeah, I had like everything over there, the lace and the ink and the glues and the scissors and the punches and everything. So yeah. All right, so that's one. And this one, whoops. Oh, here's the other one. Let's look at this one. Again, antique papery. And I just did a little tuck here with a couple of tags. Love these flowers. I'll tell you who they are. I'll put it in the description. I made this pocket just out of some extra scrap of paper that I had. Put some lace here, and it's a really nice pocket. I actually folded this down a little bit, so there's a nice edge here. A little bit of washi. I just got some new washi from Bella's Bits and Buys, and so I've been playing with that. Inside, I haven't really done anything. I experimented with, this was maybe even the first one I did, and I experimented with the 8.5 by 11 pages, and then just kind of, this is one whole page here, and then I kind of just fit some others in like this, and then but on this one, you'll notice I finally smartened up and shrunk them so I had 2 on a page. So then they were the exact size that I needed for this. And then you got the whole page. Yeah, live and learn, right? Live and learn. So, again, now I know you can see through a little bit on this, but by the time you put something on there and decorate, it's fine. And I also find that if you ink underneath the page underneath before you put the paper on, sometimes that helps too. So that's a second one. And then I did this one. And I think these were a freebie paper from somewhere. And so in here I just didn't shrink this down. This is from an 8 by 11.5. And this pocket was actually some of this paper from the top that I really liked. So I put it on coffee dyed. I added a stamp, added a little sari silk, some other things. Here I made a little collage-y thing. I didn't want to cover this up, so I put it up here. And then, whoops, I probably was off camera. I made this pocket just with a stamp and an index card, and some more of this page was here. I did a little stamping, and then I made this little card. I was into squishing up sari silk and doing all this. These are flowers from all of these also. I need to do some more because I have used them. So that's just a plain back. I put some lace here, wishing after the thought that I had made it a pocket, stitched it maybe, and then glued it and made it a pocket, but I did not. And then on the back here, whoops, that's not the back. I have just put some washi. So you can see, whoops, let's put this card back in so I don't lose it. I have done a little bit on each one. This was couch potato work. All right, so I need to see where my camera is because it's way up. It's way up too far, and it's too far away from me. There, that might be better. Okay. All right, so gardening journal is what we're going to be working on. And I haven't really made a gardening journal before. So I have some things. I saved a bunch of seed packets. Well, only one, evidently. Oh, no, there's a couple in here. Seed packets, and of course, all these little things. That one is so stained because I usually put them in the dirt so that I can see what it is for the next year. So I've been stealing these from people. And I'm not really stealing. I'm saying, hey, do you really want that there? Could I have it? And people look at me like, yeah. So yeah. So I have all these that I want to play with to make some some ephemera with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do or how. I'm sure people have done it. I've not seen any videos, which I was going to look up, and then I was like, I'm not going to. Look at those. Anyway, so I have those to play with. In my Mrs. Coggs box here, I have, I need to actually make some more, print more, but I do have some of her, ooh, sorry, that was my fingernail on this box, and that really just yucked me out. I don't like fingernails on a, yeah, I don't have very many, but I have, I have downloaded all of her, like, lavender in the gardens, and pink in the garden, and white in the garden, all those. So I need to get some of those together. I have some of these tags that I have just made. They're ready to go. They have coffee stained on the back, and they're all inked up, so they just need some color or something. Then I also have these that I made out of a book, which have, you know, it's got some pictures of sailors and things. It was a dollar store book that I picked up. So I have a couple different size tags like this that are ready to be made. And of course I have a couple more pieces of this nice cardstock. And I probably am going to use some of these tickets, or not tickets, tags that I made. I have this envelope that is started. Isn't that pretty? And I haven't done anything else to it yet. So I think we'll be using that, maybe as even an over-the-page type thing. And I have this envelope kind of pocket thing that I started making a while ago. I have a whole box of things like this that I started and then didn't do anything with. So I thought this was a pretty background to just put something on, like even one of these when I get it done. This feels like it has seeds in it still. But it does have a couple of seeds. Yeah, well. All right, so I might, we might use one of those on there too. That would be a good place maybe. So, yeah, so I thought we would just play for a little while and keep on going. Emma, now really, everybody knows and loves you, but you just need to calm down. Put a little ink around this. These are nice big tags if you have a side tuck, or can go in the bottom, because these are like, what are these? 3 3/4 by 6 1/2. So they are big tags. So what should we work on? Maybe we'll work on this envelope thing here. I'll work on these couple of envelopes this afternoon. What shall we do with this? Well, we've got to make some tags to put in here. And I do think, I really love this. Isn't that just pretty? Yeah, this was before I realized how much I might want to keep these. I did this, but I could cut it like this and keep most of that. Let's give that a try. And it also, just gonna cut it a little bit. And then I'm gonna just give it a little bend. No, I'm not gonna fold it. I'm just gonna bend it so I can get the same angle. A little bigger angle. I always do a bigger angle than I really want, but and then we can also, I'm just gonna cut off the very smidgen of the top here so that it could then become a little, I didn't cut it enough. I guess I did cut a smidgen there. Well, I want to say tomorrow's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to everyone. And I hope you're all safe, and you'll get to spend a little time with the people you love tomorrow, and that you moms are treated like the queen of all, because we all know how important and loved our moms are. My mom too. This year she's still in Tennessee with my sister, so I made cards. That was another thing I did as a couch potato. I made cards for my mom and for my daughters, and I got those all sent off on Wednesday, so I'm hoping they'll all get them. I took my daughter-in-law Sarah's to her on Wednesday because they have relaxed our restrictions a bit in Vermont, so you can get together with, less than 10 people and all that. And so my daughter-in-law texted me and said, do you want to come over for a quick visit? Because I haven't seen any of my grandbabies in 2 months. The longest ever, okay? The longest ever. And I've missed one birthday, and hopefully I won't have to miss Deanie's because he'll be 3 in a month or so, and I hope I can. So that's a little big for there, isn't it? It could hang out over the top, though. Yes. Oops, come back here. It could be a flip. It could be a flip. Let's get something on here, though, first, shall we? Where's all my pretties? Let me get some of my pretty papers that I have discovered. Let's see what we've got here. An antique papery has gorgeous, just really, really gorgeous pages. So here's some of the pages that I used. And I wish I knew these. I think these were freebies. And they're really, really pretty, but I can't remember. Who did them. I go onto my Facebook groups and people are offering freebies all the time, which is so very generous and kind. And then I print them, and then I don't remember. This is Shabby Shades of Blue. It is Shabby Dabby Doodah, I believe. Those are from a different journal. So let's decide. I have these from Antique Papery. I might put this beautiful big poppy on here. Because those are poppies right there. Yeah, see? They are poppies. All right, so let's do that. Let's put that on there. I'm just going to rip that a little bit because this is going over into the other page, unless I want to wrap it onto this side just for a little more interest. I guess I could. I put that right up against the edge. Let's try it. I can always cut it if I don't want it there. So here we are on May 9th. And you'll never guess what happened in Vermont on May 9th. In southern Vermont. And, a few other places. Snow. Yep. Snow. I had probably, at least 1.5 inches, maybe a tad more. It's snow. I'm like, come on, man. It's May 9th. I really need to do some research and find out if this is a record. It's probably not the latest, I'm sure. I think I remember reading that Vermont had snow in July once, but I mean, come on. I don't know. I mean, it must have happened in my lifetime, but I don't certainly remember having snow in May before. It's just ridiculous. I'm sure, I don't know what it's done to my flowers, any of my flowers that have been, that were coming up. Ugh, hopefully nothing. Hopefully they're really resilient and can just be happy. But, oh man, I mean, it has started to melt because it did clear up, and it didn't really get sunny, but it melted mostly. Not everywhere, but mostly. And so that certainly made me happy, but still, it's only been in the 30s. But I don't know. I just can't be bothered really with it, but I just, you know, I was having enough trouble trying to keep track of what day it is. I don't need to keep track of what month it is now, too. It's a little hard to tell when you wake up to snow and it's really May. I think I know something about, you know, May flowers, you know, April showers. But I don't know. All right. Just cut that right off. Okie doke. So that's really pretty. I gotta wipe this off. Something's all over it. No. All right, so I think we're gonna, I don't know if I wanna pull that off. Probably not, just because it's strength. I'm probably going to stick some coffee stained on the back of here. Emma, you need to stop. Let's do a little coffee stained on there. Get in there, you. Okay. Emma, you need to go lay down, please. Go on. You go lay down. Have a little scrap piece here. Is that gonna fit? I don't know if I'm not even gonna try the glue stick because I don't think it'll work on this. It's, you know, when it's shiny paper like these are, I think we'll just go for some of this glue. I am totally out of my Fabri-Tac at this point. I am really trying to boycott because it's so darn expensive. So we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. I did do a book cover for this journal, and I used the Aleene's and, you know, on putting the bigger spine in and everything. So it seems to be fine. So we'll hope for that. Especially doing spines and things, you go through so much of it. The Fabri-Tac, I know it's really good, but I'm finding I like the Aleene's a little bit because I tend to need to move things a little after I put it on. I don't always get it, you know, exactly where I want it, and the Aleene's gives me time. It is not as fast gripping and drying, that's for sure, but I haven't really had an issue with that. It hasn't been, you know, a big problem. Oh my goodness. So what are you guys all working on? I'd love to know and see some pictures. And I really thank you guys for watching my videos and hanging in here with me. And yeah, I really appreciate that. I think my subscribers are up to 170 something now. About 170, I think. So we're still working to get to that 200. Get to that 200 mark. There, I think that's pretty good. I guess, yeah, we'll put a tag, another tag in here or something. I'm not really sure. And we did zhuzh it a little. Let's do the back here. It was so funny when I started watching Wendy's Journal Adventure, and she used the word zhuzhing, because I have used that word for years and years and years and really never heard anybody else say it or use it. I don't even know if it's a word, but I loved it when she said it. I was like, oh yes, someone else who uses that. I mean, I use it for everything. Like, okay, I just have to, you know, I'm getting ready to go somewhere. All right, I'm just gonna go do a little zhuzh to my hair, or throw some lipstick on and zhuzh my face a little bit. You know, it's just, I just think it's a fun word anyway. Okay, so we were thinking we were going to hinge that, correct? Right on here. And that, we know it's gonna stick up, but I think we could hinge it right there, although it's gonna, I don't really want it to cover up too much of that. Maybe, this is odd right here. What's going on? It's pushing that paper up. I wonder what happened there. Maybe I got the envelopes in a little too tight or something. That's okay. This will work. Emma, you need to go to bed. All right, so then I'm thinking, well, what if we put it on going this way? Right? That would be okay. All right, let's try that. Emma, you need to go to bed. Yeah, nobody needs to go out right now. All right, so we can use this. I think we can just go right there. Just tear that. And I know there is, okay, so this piece is from Kelly's Crafts, and I wonder, that might be one of these, I'm not sure. I will find out though, because everyone needs to have their work acknowledged. People out there are doing some awesome, amazing things, and not as well known as some. They should be acknowledged also, right? I think so. I'm just gonna trim that a little bit. And the word side of this is going to be down, so it won't show. Okay, so we always have to look at this. So we're going to put that against there, and then against there. Okay, but we're going to definitely ink this up a bit. I couldn't believe it. I woke up and when I walk into my powder room in the morning, I go by a window and I kind of was, you know, my eyes are kind of half open and I'm just kind of stumbling along, and I sort of looked out the window and saw this white stuff and I was like, what the heck? And so I kind of went back and took another look and went, oh my gracious sakes, do you see that? Oh, yeah. I think Emma was a little disgusted too when I let her out. I think she was a little bit, well, she loves the snow, but she's been enjoying playing ball in the grass and frisbee and that kind of thing. So I got her a new frisbee the other day, and of course it's just plastic, and what does she do? The first thing she chews on it, puts 2 teeth marks in it. So I brought it in, and I took my Tyvek tape, and I like taped up the whole thing. It was probably a pretty big waste of Tyvek, but it did make it stronger, and she hasn't been able to really put her teeth through it as much. I've been trying to teach her not to chew on it, you know, that we'll have fun throwing it, but she chews on it, and, you know, it's going to be like all over. So, yeah, she's been having fun. Now, I am going to use my art glitter glue on this because I do want it to pretty quickly adhere and dry, so we're not waiting. Okay. Now let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. It's going to go on that side, and it's going to go this. Okay, it's going to go this. Yes, this way. Okay. I can confuse myself with that so easily. I know I have slid down and I'm working low again. I hope. Oh, what has happened to my thing? Oh, gracious. Sorry, guys. Low battery, so now it's being crazy. Sorry. I'm going to have to plug it in. Hang on with me for 1 second, please. 1 second, please, Emma. Grab my charger for that. Bring it over this way. This in again. Both my phone and my iPad have been really grumpy about getting charged. The power cord, I don't know. I have a feeling that my I don't know if the ports on my phone and my iPad are, I don't know if anybody has ideas about that. It's like, it takes a while for me to, like, I have to put it in and take it out, put it in and take it out to get it to actually start charging. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know they could be dirty in there, and I've tried, like, gently cleaning in there in the ports, and so I don't know. All right, put that right on there. Whoops, come back. Okay, push that down and open up. Okay, I just want to make sure that is charging, because if it doesn't charge, you're gonna just, I don't know, it might not be. Can't really tell. So if things go awry and I just like cut out, I'm so sorry. I'll apologize now, because it might happen. Uh-oh. And I've lost the pin to my glitter glue. Well, it's here somewhere. When I pick up, I will find it. Okay. So that's pretty cool, I think. It's a little bright, but that's what flower packets are, right? And now we can still see that nice poppy on the back that goes with the poppies here. Let's give this a little zhuzh around. And then it's blue on the inside, so we're going to have to tie that together somehow with something. Which I think we can. So that's a nice journaling space there. Let's see. I made a ton of these kind of pockets too. Who was making them? Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventure was making these pockets. Tall ones like this with the 6x6 papers at the back of Tim Holtz pads and other pads as well. So those were fun. I did those as a couch potato too. It wasn't like I wasn't working. I was doing things, just probably not what I should have. Now I'm wondering if this is, the back part is certainly thick enough because we put that coffee stained paper on there. I'm wondering about the top, if I should put something. This is just writing, and I think you'll still be able to see through it. We will. But I'm thinking maybe it just needs a little strength there. Let's try that. Let's see if that will strengthen up the top of this, because we're going to have the tag, you know, that will be going in and out and whatever. So let's see if we can I would like it to go under like that. in like this, because that's just extra strength. And then down like this. There. So it's just a bit of washi with some writing. And yeah, that made that a little bit better right there. Okay. So these are pockets in here also that we can put in. This is definitely going to go around a page. So I'll show you with this one. Of course, yeah, I should have done it a different way, shouldn't I? But that's okay, because you can just take a page you haven't put anything on, and you can clip it. Like, is that in, so you can see, you can just clip it, and it can be taken out that way. So, yes, that will be fine. Okay, so we were getting along doing this. And I need to cut a little bit off of here just to tidy that up a bit. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. All right. Whoops, I flipped my ink right over. Yikes. I'm just going to do a little like this, just gently to get that edge. Okay. Just go around. So I'm thinking, what would we like to do? Definitely could put pockets. Maybe, how about some lace pockets? Some lace pockets on here, maybe? Let's see what we have. Again, I'm hoarding my good, nice lace that I just got from Lots of Bubbles for me. And we might be able to do this. Like this. And I did, actually, I just ordered some more. She had some really nice, some more nice lace. And I really wanted to, I want to get used to using some nicer lace instead of just, I mean, Joann's does have some nice lace, but I tend to, okay, now I don't, can't do that. We gotta do two different pieces. This is really thick crochet type lace, which you need for a pocket, but we can't make this too thick in here. And I think, you know, let's just see if we put it on the side and I try to close this up, that's gonna make it really thick. And if we put it on both sides, oh baby. So let's see if we can find something else. Oh, that's a nice fabric that could work as a pocket. Let me see. And I have this pink one. How would that work for a pocket? Let me just try it and see if it's too thin, and I mean that's a huge pocket. That's not one that we would put in there, but it might be okay. That might be okay. We can stuff it with some littler things, maybe. And now I'm getting a little fancy, or silly, whichever might be the case. We could do something like this. We might want this to go this way too, instead of, and we could sort of have a double pocket. Let's just do this. think I'm going to do it this one. And we're going to have the flowers go this way. So I think about here. Like this. Looks okay. And then we'll do here also. Okay. Get my pen back in. I must say, I am not very good at finishing up projects in one. I find in one video, I find I often get rather stuck in the middle. Oh, now I can't even, oh, here it comes. There we go, because I don't know where the pin is. Like, we're not going to finish this, and I know I've been, it's got to be like 45 or 50 minutes. You know, and if you ever start watching a video, and I'm, you know, you don't need permission from me. You go ahead and, you know, just skip through or don't watch it or whatever you need to do. It's a rambling video. Emma's, I know, but you're going to have to wait because you don't need to. Ooh, I bet I didn't go to the edge. That's fine, though. That is fine. Let's do, I'm going to put this on because I don't know. Does anyone else have a dog who is like a 2-year-old? Emma, you're embarrassing me. Yes, as usual. Okay, so that one's going to be a little bit puffed out. That's okay. I might move it over. All right, so let's trim this one up because that did come over a little. Okay, very good. All right, and then we're going to find some things. That's got to dry a little, though. We'll find some things to put in the pockets and to put in those pockets. Yeah, and then we'll do the back when I come back because I think we've been, 42 minutes. Okay, we're going to stop there, and then I will come back and finish this up, and we'll do some more ephemera for our journal. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for your comments and kind words and support, and I truly appreciate you all. I want to wish you a great Mother's Day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.